In this video, we'll be taking a look at 2 NHL games happening on March 18, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 2 NHL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Washington Capitals versus Calgary Flames. In the upcoming clash at Scotiabank Saddledome, the Calgary Flames will host the Washington Capitals in a crucial showdown on Monday. Both teams find themselves grappling for a shot at making the playoffs, albeit with slim chances. The Flames, with 71 points amassed over 67 games, trail the Vegas Golden Knights by 6 points for the final playoff berth. Conversely, the Capitals are just 1 point behind the Red Wings in the Eastern Conference standings, albeit with a game in hand. As they enter this contest, both teams are aiming to extend their winning streak to 3 games, adding a layer of intensity to the matchup. Having emerged victorious in a recent encounter against the Vancouver Canucks, the Capitals entered this game with a morale-boosting 2-1 win under their belt. Charlie Lindgren, stationed in goal, showcased his prowess by thwarting 21 of the 22 shots directed at him. Washington's offensive output stands at an average of 2.62 goals per game, juxtaposed with a defensive record of conceding 3.06 goals per game. Despite their defensive ranking of 18th, the Capitals' offense currently sits at a modest 29th place in the league. Notably, Dylan Storm has been a standout performer for the Capitals, contributing 22 goals and 19 assists this season, underscoring the importance of defensive solidarity in the upcoming game. In their recent clash against the Montreal Canadiens, the Flames clinched a decisive 5-2 victory, fueled by a standout performance from Mikael Backlund, who notched 2 goals and an assist. Averaging 3.15 goals per game, Calgary's offensive prowess is counterbalanced by a defense that concedes an equal number of goals on average. This season, the Flames rank 16th in offense and 20th in defense, with Nazem Kadri emerging as a pivotal figure, boasting 23 goals and 36 assists. Washington has historically held the upper hand in matchups against the Flames, winning 7 of their last 9 encounters, including 3 out of 4 in recent times. Despite often being labeled as underdogs, the Capitals have defied odds, a trend likely to continue if Calgary's starting goalie, Markstrom, remains sidelined. With a more favorable playoff trajectory compared to Calgary, and led by veteran star Alexander Ovechkin, the Capitals present a formidable challenge, particularly with their respectable .500 road record. While the Flames typically enjoy home advantage, with 18 of their 33 wins secured at Scotiabank Saddledome this season, recent form favors the Capitals. Their back-to-back road victories underscore their resurgence, contrasting with the Flames' precarious playoff position. With the Capitals exhibiting superior recent performance and the incentive of a postseason berth, they emerge as the more promising pick. So the Washington Capitals money line is our full game side pick. Considering both teams' propensity for high-scoring encounters, evidenced by their over outcomes in past meetings, a similar outcome is anticipated. Despite Washington's perceived defensive struggles, they possess enough firepower to exploit any defensive vulnerabilities in the Flames' lineup. With Calgary's recent defensive reshuffling and potential absence of Markstrom, the Capitals are poised to capitalize, making over the projected total our full game total pick. Buffalo Sabres versus Seattle Kraken. The impending clash between the Buffalo Sabres and the Seattle Kraken holds significant weight for both teams, each striving to rectify their turbulent seasons. The Sabres, with a record of 32-31-5, find themselves in a precarious position, having secured only 5 victories in their last 10 matchups and currently occupying 6th place in the Atlantic Division. Meanwhile, the Kraken, sporting a record of 28-26-12, face a similar struggle, enduring a disheartening 4-game losing streak that has landed them with the 3rd worst record in the Pacific Division. As the season draws to a close, both teams harbor aspirations of finishing on a high note, potentially positioning themselves for a playoff berth. Anticipation mounts as the upcoming game promises an engaging showdown on the ice. Evaluating the Buffalo Sabres' performance this season reveals a mixed bag of results. Following a recent 4-1 defeat against Detroit, they now stand at 32-31-5 for the year. Despite initially seizing a 1-0 lead after the first period, Buffalo faltered, conceding 4 unanswered goals to suffer a disheartening loss. Noteworthy is their commendable effort with 26 shots on goal, complemented by a 1-2 power play conversion rate. Prior to this setback, the Sabres displayed promising form, securing victories against formidable opponents such as the Islanders, Red Wings, and Oilers. Statistical analysis portrays their offensive prowess, averaging 2.93 goals per game, juxtaposed with a defensive vulnerability, conceding an average of 2.96 goals against. Rasmus Dahlin emerges as a standout performer, leading the team with 15 goals, 35 assists, and 194 shots on goal. In goalkeeping duties, Devon Levy is slated to start, boasting a record of 9-7-2, accompanied by a 3.3 goals against average and an .891 save percentage. Similarly, the Seattle Kraken have encountered their fair share of challenges throughout the season, culminating in a 28-26-12 record. Their recent 4-1 loss to Nashville underscores their struggle, despite initially leveling the score at 1 early in the third period. However, they faltered in the latter stages, conceding 3 unanswered goals. The Kraken, outshot 30-24, managed a 1-2 power play conversion rate but ultimately fell short. This defeat adds to their woes, following losses to Washington, Vegas, and Winnipeg, marking a concerning 4-game losing streak. Statistical analysis highlights their offensive output, averaging 2.68 goals per game, juxtaposed with a defensive vulnerability, conceding an average of 2.82 goals against. Jared McCann leads the charge with 27 goals, 26 assists, and 168 shots on goal. In goal, Philip Grubauer is expected to take the reins, boasting a record of 10-11-2, accompanied by a 2.86 goals against average and a .900 save percentage. With a history of 5 encounters, the Seattle Kraken have emerged victorious in each meeting against the Buffalo Sabres. These matchups have seen Seattle averaging 5.2 goals per game, overshadowing Buffalo's average of 2.4 goals per game. Despite their dominance, neither team is poised for playoff contention. Seattle's commendable goaltending performance, reflected in their 8th place ranking in goals against per game, contrasts sharply with Buffalo's offensive struggles. The Sabres have faltered, scoring 3 or fewer goals in 7 of their last 10 games, contributing to their 22nd place ranking in goals per game. While the Kraken have demonstrated superiority in head-to-head encounters, their recent dismal form, characterized by a 4-game losing streak, undermines their prospects. In contrast, Buffalo remains within striking distance of the final wild card spot in the East, signaling potential for a turnaround. Amidst uncertainties, the Buffalo Sabres money line emerges as our full game side pick. Furthermore, the offensive woes plaguing the Buffalo Sabres warrant attention, particularly their recent struggles in scoring. With only 3 or fewer goals scored in 7 of their last 10 games, they languish at 22nd place in goals per game. However, amidst these challenges, the Sabres' defensive resilience shines through, boasting an impressive 11th place ranking in goals against per game, coupled with a formidable 6th place ranking in shots against per game. Notable is Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen's stellar performance in goal, amassing a record of 22-17-3, accompanied by a 2.4 goals against average and a .915 save percentage. Conversely, the Seattle Kraken's goaltending prowess serves as a beacon of strength, evident in their 8th place ranking in goals against per game. However, their offensive struggles persist, with 2 or fewer goals scored in 6 of their last 10 games, contributing to their dismal 28th place ranking in goals per game and 24th place ranking in shots per game. Against this backdrop, a lower scoring affair is anticipated, making under the projected total our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed, subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.